of him. And again, let's take a look at that moment.
Oh, here we go, guys. Let's go.
Notice of
Let's get
immigration
it!
consequences, as well as rap sheet. I believe the court has it. We give the court an extra copy and one to counsel. Does the court wish that we be heard with respect to bail?
Well, what is the situation with the federal authorities? They have a security report on these.
As we understand that we have primary jurisdiction, and we have been informed by the U.S. Attorney that they intend on allowing us to try our case first. So with respect to whatever goes on there, as the party with primary jurisdiction, the trial and the sentencing will take place here prior to anything that takes place in the federal system.
So that, what you just said, the answer is it's fine if we take custody today.
That I'm not sure of, because Your Honor signed a writ in which it says that we're going to return the defendant to federal custody. So I think that would be step two. I do think that logically, as the party with primary jurisdiction, the custody should be here, but I asked the court, in light of the court signing the writ indicating that we would return him to federal custody, that be done at a later time.
Well, I've been through this before, and if you do that, they will rid him right out of here. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But if you work it out with them, that we will take custody rather than us bringing him back for any proceedings, that would be great.
We will make every effort to accomplish that, Your Honor.
But there should be some kind of detainment, and we know that.
Yes.
If their security order changes, there should be some mechanism that he's brought here.
Absolutely.
And then you can do that. All right, is there anything further?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to make a record, if that's okay with Your Honor. First, we'd request immediate, expedited discovery in this case. The people have had this case for about almost 3 weeks, and that's more than enough time to gather as much information as they can give to us, especially now that we have two proceedings that we have to answer to, one of them being death eligible. So we are requesting that we get immediate discovery of all the New York City Police Department and FBI and federal and state documents. And the second thing I want to make a record of, Your Honor, is I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence. But unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. And as you know, Your Honor, there's a wealth of case law guaranteeing his right to a fair trial, but none of the safeguards have been put in place yet here. In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions here. These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him. They have conflicting theories in their indictments, and they are literally treating him like he is like some sort of political fodder, like some sort of spectacle. He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary. He's been cooperative with law enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition. He was cooperative at all accounts. There was no reason for the NYPD and everybody to have these big assault rifles that, frankly, I had no idea it was in their arsenal. And to have all of the press there, the media there, it was like perfectly choreographed. And what was the New York City mayor doing at this press conference, Your Honor? That just made it utterly political. And as Your Honor knows, under Lauro v. Charles, the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit has held it to be clearly established that these staged perp walks to the media, unrelated to a legitimate law enforcement objective, is unconstitutional. And I submit there was zero law enforcement objective to do that sort of perp walk. Absolutely no need for that whatsoever. And Fresh should know more than anyone the presumption of innocence that he too is afforded when he dealing with his own issues. And frankly, I submit that he was just trying to detract from those issues by making a spectacle of Mr. Mangione. And there are consequences dealing with his own issues. And frankly, I submit that he was just trying to detract from those issues by making a spectacle of Mr. Mangione. And there are consequences to this. He has a right to a fair trial. And I just want to put on the record statements that the mayor made publicly about my client. Nothing saying alleged, for example. Ooh. And he said, I wanted to send a strong message with the police commissioner that we're leading from the front. I'm not going to just allow him to come into our city. I wanted to look him in the eye and state, you carried out this terrorist act in my city, the city of New York that I love. And he wanted to show symbolism. Your Honor, he's not a symbol. He's somebody who is afforded the right to a fair trial. He's innocent until proven guilty. And the mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors that elected him. Those are the people that elected him, that he is talking to and calling this man a terrorist. So, Your Honor, I just want to make a record of this and put everyone on notice that this has to stop. And my client is entitled to a fair trial and the presumption of innocence. And we're going to fight these charges, whether it's in the state or federal, to the fullest extent. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Well, as you know, I have very little control as to what happens outside of this court. But I can guarantee you, as I guarantee every defendant who comes through these doors, the defendant will receive a fair trial. And we will carefully select a jury. That time comes, or when that time comes. But yes, you should expedite discovery.
Your Honor, the discovery in this case is voluminous, to say the least. I have never seen a case with such volume of evidence, aside from the
you notice how there's like 4 cops right on top of his ass too.
issue, the quality
towering
of the
over him.
I suggest to counsel, because we have a discovery portal, but given how much evidence there is against this defendant, it would be smarter if counsel could provide us with a 2 terabyte external drive rather than rely on the crashing of the portal. With respect to statement and identification notice, we will be giving that notice within the next 15 days. We're preparing an ADF. We'll do our best to expedite discovery, but I'll say that with redactions and with the volume of it, we're hoping to do it as best we can under, this is not a usual case in terms of the thousands of hours of video tracking and the like, and the fact that we're not only responsible for discovery in this county, but in Altoona, where the arrest was made and where several officers were involved. And we're in touch with those people, and we're going to get everything counsel's entitled to. As to other issues, I think a 30-day adjournment to see where we're at, and to, of course, counsel's aware of the various notices. We have notices as well. I take it that counsel will abide by the statutory limitations on their notices with respect to any notices they believe to be appropriate. As to counsel's record on the mayor, basically repeating what the mayor said, I don't know how that advances the ball. We will comply with our ethical obligations with respect to trying this defendant's guilt in this courtroom and this courtroom alone. Thank you.
All right, so...
What happened? Come on, come on. It's interesting to see. I guess they haven't. Matrix. What? What the? It's not me, guys. Smiling too. Wait, did he smile? Do I have to play this on slow motion? Let me slow it down for a second just to see. Yeah, he's smiling. The boy's smiling. I put it to normal speed. Maybe they're just fast forwarding the whispering. Yeah, so he's smiling, confident. They muted it too now. Ooh, look at the side profile. You see that? Yeah, he got good like cheekbones and structure. So he's kind of I think he's stunting on purpose. He's stunting a little bit. He's stunting. He's gonna be getting so many letters from the ladies. Oh man. Oh, from the ladies and men. There's a lot of men too. Hey, honey. Come on, Luigi. So, by the way, I'm shocked that we got to see, instead of a New York City courtroom, like live feed. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I'm not saying it's never happened, but I'm shocked. What? How is this happening? Well, it's not. This is they're playing it back. It's not technically live because they're doing a playback.
You can have good.
Can you take
We didn't
this?
get this from
Can you
Daniel
take
Penny.
a picture too?
We didn't get this from P. Diddy. Well, P. Diddy was a leaked video.
Can you take this? Okay. No worries.
What the?
It's okay.
This guy's like, I don't know. They're treating him like, I don't know, like he killed the president or something.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Happy holidays.
Even those people that try to assassinate the president, we didn't get this much coverage or attention or inside coverage. Nothing. They did. The people that try to assassinate the president, somehow they've been scrubbed. Never heard from them again since. We barely know anything about them, and they've disappeared into the abyss of the internet, or the black hole of the internet. Just gone. It's weird. All right, so a couple of things. That was really interesting. I'm glad that we hung on for a little bit because I wanted to get to see that. Incredible, man. And it's just like this guy was saying that I was playing earlier. And I think his attorney, which by the way is Diddy's attorney's wife, Agnifilo. I think that was the lady that was there. I think. Is that? Oh no. I don't know actually. Is that who? That's the lady that was there? Was that her? And by the way, as somebody in the chat pointed it out, Luigi, is he wearing this kind of burgundy or a red sweater for the Christmas spirit? Is Luigi in the Christmas spirit? And then also his attorney is wearing red. And not only that, they're both wearing sweaters with a white shirt collar underneath. Is it like they're standing in unity, solidarity? It's Christmas, man. It's Christmas.
That the mayor and
So look at this.
which looked more like a Congolese.
Murphy, commissioner, all of them were there as he was brought in. What does that say to you? Is the whole purpose of that just because this is such a high-profile murder and you have people all over the country paying such close attention to it?
Look, let's call it what it is. The idea that the mayor of the city of New York and the police commissioner of the city of New York were there to participate in what's called a perp walk, and which looked more like a conga line parading Mangione around, was absolutely ridiculous. That's a photo op. There's no need for that. It serves no purpose. The mayor's explanation that I wanted to look him in the eye for what he did to my city, that's absurd. This guy still is going to get due process. The case against him is very strong. But the idea that the mayor and the police commissioner are participating in a perp walk serves no purpose. And let's be honest about something else. It completely backfired. I mean, they have elevated Mangione, who already is deemed by some to be some kind of cult hero for his war on the health insurance industry, as misguided as that may be. All they have done is make him more of a folk hero. And
Great
that was
coverage.
nothing more
BTW.
than a photo op
Can you play the Diddy
spectacle.
court clip?
The Diddy court clip? Which one? You talking about the leaked one? Or which clip are you talking about? Thank you for the 5.
I have no idea why the mayor and police commissioner would do that for any other reason than just to be part of a photo op.
And that was that video right there on your screen that we were just looking at. You wrote in the New York Times in a guest essay that this looks to be a, quote, pretty straightforward case of second-degree murder. Why is it so straightforward in your opinion?
Well, second-degree murder in New York, which is most murder cases, is one of the most common theories, is just intending to kill someone and doing that. And what is the evidence against this guy? He shows up in New York, although he tried to conceal his appearance. He didn't do a very good job. There's many still photos and videos of him walking around New York. Anyone who comes to New York would know that you're always on camera, certainly in Midtown Manhattan. So he's easily identified. He's apprehended in Pennsylvania with apparently the gun or the same type that was used. He's apprehended with a manifesto in which he's ranting and raving against the healthcare system, and it appears to mention UnitedHealthcare. We're told that there is fingerprint and DNA evidence right around the crime scene from the Starbucks that he was at shortly before the crime, the use of the fake ID. So in terms of just the elements of the crime and proving it's him, it appears to be as close to open and shut a case as you would have. Now, that doesn't involve potential issues with, again, the sympathy that he's receiving from certain quarters. But just in terms of, is this the guy who did it? The case is pretty strong.
I do have to ask, because you touched on this a little bit, but you're talking about second-degree murder. Can you break down how that differs from first-degree murder and the charge that he does face, which is murder as an act of terrorism?
Well, yeah, in New York, first-degree murder requires special circumstances. Most other states, a traditional killing, if that's the right term, would constitute first-degree murder. But in New York, it's restricted to certain circumstances, such as the murder of a police officer during the course of his or her official duties, an intentional killing during the course of a violent crime. If there is more than one murder victim, if it's a contract killing, if it is a torture killing, things of that, if it's a witness. So these are all very special circumstances. One of those special circumstances is for an act of terror, which includes a theory of committing an intentional killing for the purpose of intimidating a certain segment of the civilian population. And that's what the Manhattan DA has attempted to do here, both in first and second degree, by adding the terror enhancement, which would result, if a conviction was had, in a mandatory life sentence without parole. But by doing that, what the Manhattan district attorney has done is added an incredible burden to their case. A straightforward murder case does not require motive. It just simply would have to show that Mangione intended to kill Brian Thompson and did, which, as we said, seems pretty straightforward. But now the Manhattan DA, by choice, has added the additional burden of getting into his mind and establishing his motive why, which is essentially throwing the defense a bone, as well as his public sympathizers, because they have now made this idea that he might have done this to rage against the healthcare system front and center in the trial, which what I was writing about in the New York Times was that's just not necessary. If it's going to be a state case, Murder 2 is very straightforward. He would get 25 to life. It is true that a murder 1 or a murder 2 with a terror enhancement would take away the possibility of parole, but giving the defense the right to offer, to challenge, if you will, and add as part of the prosecution's case.
All right, so that's pretty interesting, cool. I mean, I wonder if we'll imagine they stream this trial or we get to watch it after or something. I'm shocked that they showed. I'm shocked that they showed inside the courtroom. Now, a little update from yesterday. The subway thing. Oh, let me not let this play because last night the thing showed a little bit and they dinged the video. So let me not. I don't want this video to play right here. Let me just skip past towards the article right here. So they're saying that this guy that burned this lady alive, he's a Guatemalan migrant. Okay, he's accused of setting the person was sleeping. The person that he lit up on fire, she was sleeping. And by the way, there's a new video that I saw this morning on Twitter. Maybe I'll have to tweet it or post it on Discord for those that want to see it. I'll try to put a discretion on it. There's a different angle. It's really somebody was actually trying to help the lady out. Like somebody was like trying to wave like a shirt or something, but it wasn't doing nothing. And so this guy set this woman on fire on the F train, passenger on fire, and then the craziest shit, bro, was that this dude was sitting there watching her. I don't know if you guys. Let me see if I can. Can I edit this a little bit? I just don't want to get like, give me a second. I got to show you this picture. Like the dude sitting on the bench. How do you edit? I don't even know how to edit here. Edit with designer. What's that? This is weird. Let me try open. Okay, there we go. No. Open with. Oh, you could do it right here. Edit. There you go. I missed the button. Um. Maybe just crop it out. Okay. So to the right, the fire and stuff was happening. The lady was burning. This dude was sitting on the bench. This dude lit her on fire. Gets out of the train, just sits there just chilling, watching the woman burn. And a cop walks by and does nothing. I still don't understand what was up with the cop that just like walked by. So she burned to death. The guy that did this sneaked into the country illegally after being deported, because that was a question yesterday. They were saying he's a migrant, but was it illegal? Blah, blah, blah. They're saying this guy was here illegally. And then stayed in the New York City shelter system. Multiple sources confirmed to the Post. He first entered the U.S. at the Arizona border in 2018 when he was nabbed and deported just days later after crossing illegally. Multiple sources told the Post. He then re-entered the U.S. at a subsequent unknown date, sneaking past the U.S. authorities. It's unknown how long he's been in New York. So that's kind of the update. The other weird thing about this situation is that I had read an article last night that there was alcohol bottles around her. So that's another part of the story I don't understand. Did he just bring all these liquor bottles there and pour liquor on her, or set it up around her or something? Or were the liquor bottles just there? Or was she drinking and passed out drunk and didn't? That's why maybe there's such a delayed effect of like waking up and you're on fire. I don't know. So that's another part of the story that I saw that was kind of weird about that. And I don't know what's up with these people. Are these people doing? Are they going to deport this guy? Or are they just going to lock him up and keep him in the jail over there in prison? So yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Weird. So it looks like Luigi's next time in court might be February, I guess. Look at the paragraph halfway down. It almost says what he was going to do. It's a book review Luigi wrote in January this year. Look at the paragraph halfway down. Let me see. Paragraph halfway down. I have to have them point out exactly which part they're talking about. All right. Yeah, the more graphic version of this, like the more I'll have to. I can't definitely can't show that on YouTube, but I'll post it on Twitter with a discretion thing, and I'll post it on Twitter with a spoiler thing to block it in case you don't want to see it. Let's see what else we got. Anything else? Oh, Lillian London sent this to me this morning. Oh man, I forgot to check that rally. I guess they stopped. What happened to that little rally outside they had in New York? Let's see. Protest stop. Oh, they're doing a press conference or something. What is this? Is this? Oh, they're doing it. Oh, wait, is this from yesterday?
As they rolled out, they've been an intricate part of our investigations with the Detective Bureau in solving crimes.
All right, final question, Kendall.
That's from yesterday.
Police made contact with the suspect while the crime was going on. Is there a reason why he wasn't arrested right then?
Yeah, I can discuss that. So that individual arrived here, it looks like 2018 from Guatemala. Just want to put that point out. And that's all we have on him right now.
Yeah, we watched that. They're playing yesterday's press conference. We watched that already. I was trying to see if there's anybody out in the streets. No. Anybody else? Streets in New York. No. Okay, so the thing that Lily sent me this morning was this. I guess they had a planned event. Show up for Luigi. Let me I'm gonna let me try to scan that QR code and see what pops up. Signal group. Oh, you gotta join the group. You gotta go inside. Don't have signal. I don't have signal. I guess I gotta download it. It's a signal group, I guess. Maybe we need to get on the inside of what the perps are doing and get all the information, the advanced dates of the protests. Signal. All right, so how does this work? Let's see. Camera access. Let me try again, see if it lets me join. Get on the inside. Okay. NYC 1223, time location. There's only 124 members. I'm going to join. Disappearing message time was set to 1 day. Only admins can send messages. Okay, there's nothing in there though. The group's slacking, man. You guys are supposed to be communicating, giving inside information, times, dates. Or maybe they only do phone calls or something. But yeah, there was that flyer. Mayor Adams accused of bribery and campaign finance offenses. Dirty. Let's see what else we got. What do we got for Luigi? They pled not guilty. Cop goes viral for sneakers at the Perp Walk. What's that kind of Mayor Adams in the background, peeping the footwear? I don't know what kind of is that something special? I don't know if there is any sneakerheads in the chat. Those are the A150s, man. That's worth $2,000. Mangione. Let me see. Anything else in the news? What's happening? What is happening? They're talking about the woman that was burnt. Yeah. Guess that's it. I don't see what else. Let's see what you guys are saying. Spoke says this is clearly an overreach. It's pathetic. Mayor and Bragg, I don't like Braggs either, are political puppets. Wonder if they're going to make such a spectacle over the poor homeless woman that was burnt alive, right? They just had they had a little mini presser yesterday. They were kind of patting themselves on the back, but like they literally, the guy was sitting there right there on the bench, and they let him get away. He got on a couple of trains before they caught him. Glad they caught him, but they also try to like downplay. It seems like they try to downplay what's going on in those subway stations, and it's a mess. I mean, I think I even saw something else. There was this you know what was crazy? It's not crazy actually. That's the whole point of what everybody's complaining and talking about. The NYPD after this woman, that was burnt in the train. These people, they still didn't catch this guy, or is this another story? It's another story. So last night I was looking right because I got the notification and I saw another person in NYPD. This person wanted for assault on 12/20 at 6:10 p.m. An 83-year-old man aboard a southbound 5 train approaching the Fulton Street subway station was punched in the face multiple times by this individual following a verbal dispute. So an 83-year-old attacked by this person. Not only that, because I was looking at the page just now, and I'm like, oh, there's another attack. Somebody else wanted for assault on a 6-bound train. This was 2 hours ago. On 51st Street subway station, an unidentified male approached a 76-year-old woman. So these people are just, I guess they're targeting what they deem to be easy targets. Some of the elderly people on the street. It's not safe, man. You wouldn't want to send your mother, your father, your grandparents on these trains because it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and that's why when you kind of go back and you look at the Daniel Penny thing, like the context of those subways, most people just stand by; they're not going to do anything, while people are being assaulted and attacked, or even raped. This woman. I wonder how many people were in the train watching this woman, this guy light her up, and she's just laying there, not even saying anything to her. And it's somewhat almost understandable when you think about Daniel Penny, like some of these people, because if you react or you do something, then they come and arrest you. You know. Crazy, man. Crazy times we're in. Oh, you know what other story? I mean, I had thought about. I was almost gonna come on live last night, but I don't know. You know, it's the holiday, so I'm trying to balance things out and take care, like everybody else. You know, trying to do some stuff for the holidays. But there's this really really sad story, man. So there's a 7-year-old that went to this. His mother, I think his mother, I don't know who else, took him to the show. It was a drone Christmas show in Orlando, and these drones started malfunctioning. Check this out. I can take this off the screen now.
Fell in the water.
So isn't that crazy? Like, because they say that the drone started like falling out of the sky, and almost like one just like flies right by them, or something. You see how fast that one zoomed by? I wonder if that's the one that hit the kid. I don't know. No, the one, I don't know which one. Hit.
What's happening? Why are they shooting it all directions?
He was saying, watch out, be careful.
Oh,
no! I don't think they're supposed to be falling.
Looks like people are running and these things are just falling right out of the sky. And so apparently it hit a 7-year-old, and it put the child in a critical condition in ICU. And then the mother posted that they had to go to the ER, or not the baby had to get surgery. The kid. So it says a 7-year-old in critical condition in the ICU after being struck by a drone during a Saturday night aerial holiday show at Lake Eola in Orlando. The incident happened around 6:45 p.m. as approximately 25,000 attendees enjoyed their family-friendly event. According to officials, bystander video captured over 200 drones forming a red and green holiday display, with several malfunction, colliding mid-air, and falling to the ground into the lake. The boy's family reported that he was struck in the chest by one of the falling drones. The FAA, which authorized the event, is investigating. The show was produced by Sky Element Drones, a company based in North Richland Hills, Texas, near Dallas. So it's happened in Orlando, but that's where the company is based, Texas. And so this is the mother. She gave an update.
Last night, me and my family went to downtown Lake Eola in Orlando. If you're from Orlando, then you know they had a drone show going on. So me and my family were there to watch it. And my 7-year-old son, he was smacked dead in the chest by one of the drones. And they said that he passed out, but basically we're still in the ER. He's currently in ICU. He's not staying too, and now they said that, sorry guys, that I'm just trying to get my words out, that they have to prep him for emergency surgery. Like, no, for real, my baby's a preemie. Like, what if he doesn't make it out of it? No, for real, like, in the city of Orlando and Sky Element Drones, like, what are y'all gonna do about it? What are you gonna say if I can't get my son back from this? Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to him? I just can't believe this is how an event went, and like, I don't know, I guess I'm sharing it to TikTok too because I need y'all help. Like, I don't know what to do if my son loses his life. I don't know who to reach out to. I don't know who to hold accountable. Like, I need help.
That's really sad. Hopefully she gets in touch with, I don't know. I mean, once her son's situation is, dealt with in the hospital, I don't know, I guess an attorney. I'm sure there'd probably be attorneys reaching out to her probably to hold some people accountable. what exactly happened. I don't know. They do these drone shows all the time. I'd like to find out more about this. Like if the mother, I don't know what the mother's. I guess she's posting on TikTok, so I'd like to know what her TikTok is, just to kind of follow and keep updates. I don't know if she started any kind of fundraising or whatever, but horrible, horrible, especially on the holidays. So much. I mean, crap happens all the time, but I don't know on the holidays. It's just, and, China. I was trying to. China had this massive. They do these massive drone shows. Where did I put it? Let's see, China drones. They had a massive one recently. I think even Joe Rogan talked about it. Whoa. Well, this was in September. This one. I thought they had like a Christmas one. I don't know what they did. May not do that music. It's China. Massive drone show. But I wouldn't expect, I wouldn't expect something like that to happen. Wow, they really going all out in China. I wouldn't expect something like that to happen at a drone show. Because one of the things I was wondering was like, did somebody interfere with the drones, or was it their own malfunction? You know how you have that? They're talking about those. Wow, look at this, that gun or whatever, that thing, the bazooka-looking thing that you can aim at the drones and it kind of disables them. But even that, it disables and it just kind of comes straight down. Massive show out there. Wow. And it looks like this, I don't know, people are more at a distance. I mean, I don't know how close people could get. This is just one view, but at least over here, like way far off. Crazy. China. All right, let me see what else we got. If there's anything else, been on for a little hour. I've been on long. What else we got? The kids are home. Christmas vacation. Ooh, that's a good point. Good point. As far as Luigi, I thought I read somewhere like his mother doesn't really want anything to do with him because it's being reported, I guess, by ABC. There was a tweet here from Fearbuck. Luigi did not have any family present in the courtroom, but about 24 women waited in the cold for public seats in the courtroom to support him. Many wearing face masks and some appearing visibly emotional when he entered the courtroom. Wow. So his family's not there, but he has the lady showing up in support. And when he walked in, I guess they're saying some of the women got emotional. Let's see what else. Anything else? I was hoping to catch a Luigi protest this morning. The latest. Let's see. That's a good picture of this guy, I guess. He knows how he's I guess he's photogenic, right? He's really like looks right at the camera, the right angle, twists his head a little bit to the side. His hair's growing back quick though. The hair's coming back. What a spectacle. Smiling. Wonder what's up with his family. That they're just maybe they see him as the black sheep. Threw it all away. The family's money away through the inheritance. They threw it all away. Well, I guess that's it. The comments are crazy. She got mad at the portion they were giving her, so she went behind a counter at Chipotle. Oh, Lord. Maybe we can watch this video real quick. Wow, that's insane. All right, let's take a look. This video went viral, 5.7 million views.
Just let her make her food. Just get her food, please. Like, yeah, like just let her get her food. Just live like.
Thank you. Y'all got me fucked up. Tell me this, you gonna take my food, tell me I can't get my shit. This was tripping.
Oh. He wasn't having it. Snatched it back. What's wrong with people? The Chipotle trick is you order your food and you order like after the whatever rice and veggies, whatever meat portions, you order the meat portions, let them put it in. And once they put it on, then you go, oh, you know what? Excuse me. Actually, I'd like to pay for a double. Oh, yes, sure. And then they put on that. Most of the time it works. They'll actually give you an appropriate double. But if you straight out tell them, oh, I want a double portion, they give you like one portion. Every time, just wait. Let them serve it out and they'll be like, all right, I want a double. But Chipotle has a lot of calories and carbs. It's still really good, though. Oh, my God. Actually, I think they brought up the prices. OnlyFans under fire for alleged child exploitation. An investigator reported that 26 OnlyFans accounts. They reported 26 OnlyFans accounts to authorities for suspected child SA. Wow. Crazy. I mean, that's not really. I guess you'd expect it on those kind of sites. I guess wouldn't be surprising. That's why they put in that age thing. I guess on the hub. I guess that's it for now. Yeah, prices went up, just Mills. Because I thought like they brought the prices down a little bit, and then now they brought it back up. Chipotle, and I thought they were already a little bit overpriced, kind of. I thought they were a little bit. There's some articles talking about it. Chipotle raised its prices by 2% nationwide in December to offset inflation and compensate for larger portion sizes. Barbacoa. It's so filling too. I feel like the Chipotle, you could have like two meals out of it. You could split it up and have two. You probably should split it up because there's so many like calories and stuff in there. Well, I'll be around today if anything pops up. If anything pops up today, I'll be around. I'm gonna be in the house doing stuff. I've been working on the fish tank too. The fish tank. I don't know if the camera works though. Let's see, fish tank. Let's see if this thing turns on. Fish tank. Does that work? I guess not. Let's see. I don't even know if it's plugged in. 4K X. 4K Pro. Let's see that. I guess it doesn't. I'll have to figure it out another day. I'll figure it out another day and plug it in. I got a little Christmas plant in there.